Okay, so hi Daniel. I just want to ask you a couple of questions just to get you know you better. That's okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, first of all, why did you choose to study business?
Why did I chose to study business? It was back in my senior year of high school. I was 18, and I had the task of choosing what I wanted to study. Right, and for me, being an 18-year-old guy, I think it's a really hard decision to choose the path of your professional life when you're 18. So first of all, I had no idea, as most of my fellow students as well. So I started taking a lot of career placement tests, and I got these random results. They told me I should study psychology, I should study mathematics, I should study physics, and none of it really seemed like something I would like to do. So uh, I was going through a career fair, and then I saw this business program for a university that had offered me 75% scholarship. And as I was reading the business program, I started realizing that it sounded something that I would like to do. So I kept in mind business, and then I started researching other universities to see if they had the same program, maybe different or like more different classes or different approach to business. And that's when I found Hult. So my parents wanted me to stay in Mexico because I already had the 75% scholarship, but I really wanted to study abroad. So I decided to apply for Hult, I decided to apply for a scholarship, and after probably 2 months of process, I got in. So I came here with the idea that I was going to study business with a concentration on finance because back on my 18-year-old naive mind, if I was good with numbers, I should study finance. During my first year, I realized that finance was not for me. So the more finance classes I took, the more I started to hate the subject, but the more marketing I took, I really start identifying with the whole subject itself. So I decided to go for marketing, and right now I'm on my last year. I'm about to graduate in August with an honors degree on concentration in marketing.
Very good, very good. So, what would you consider that are your main strengths?
My main strengths, well, I consider myself to be a leader, a team player, and someone with excellent communication skills. Leadership, I've been in a lot of leadership positions since I was back in high school. I was the vice president for the student body. And here at Holt, I am the vice president of the rugby team, where I help coordinating efforts both outside and inside the pitch. As a team player, I joined Brown Forman last summer for a marketing internship, where I was working with people that were, of course, way more qualified than I was. So, as I started joining their team, I joined in a point where they were developing a new brand, and I missed 2 years of progress to the point where they launched the brand. So I had to catch up of those 2 years of preparation, and eventually I did. It took me a lot of time, but while doing research and working my best in order to catch up, at the end I was able to help them and deliver what my tasks were, which include social media review and content review, analyzing the competition. So I ended up finding myself being a great element for the team 2 months after it, while everyone else had had 2 years of preparation before.
Okay, and one more question. Tell me about a time when you communicated particularly effectively.
Where I communicate effectively. It was back in 2008. It was Christmas Eve, and every Christmas I work at my dad's store back in Mexico. He has jewelry stores, so of course during Christmas it's really popular to give gold, silver, necklaces, rings, etc., etc. So it's a really busy time, and I remember we had been there. Probably it was close to 6 p.m. We had been there since 8 a.m. and we only had 2 hours to go. So everyone was kind of tired, and it's a busy place. It's hectic. People keep on coming in and out, and you don't get to rest. And suddenly this guy comes to me asking for help, and he couldn't say much, but he just kept on pointing, and I didn't know if he was asking for a price or for discount or something. So the more I started talking with him, I realized the guy was actually mute. So I'm in this situation where the whole store is going crazy with employees and people are asking, can you do this, can you do that? And I'm trying to communicate with this guy that is mute, which clearly can communicate. And as we know, uh, when you are in a face-to-face communication, the sound and the language itself is what we focus more on rather than nonverbal communication or a body language that are things that you don't really catch in the moment, but you have to deeply analyze. So in a weird mix of doing science and writing things on paper, and I mean it all happened so fast, but we did different tasks that helped him communicate better with me and me communicate better with him, and I ended up selling a lot of merchandise to him. So it was a really rewarding feeling that like in a place where I was crowded and it's crazy and my concentration is out of the place, I was still able to communicate effectively and keep the customer satisfied.
Good, good. Well, very good. That's all, Daniel. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.